We had a little scare, I guess, on Sunday, today actually, with Sierra. We went to the hospital this morning. Um, she woke me up on this morning saying that she couldn't feel him kicking really, and he's usually really active in the morning. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dad Intentions. Man, it's good to be back, boys. Welcome back.
Feels good to be back.
I'm
Tired. How you feeling, Terrence?
I'm tired.
About
You guys
the
had a
same.
big weekend.
Tired, but
Yeah,
we're here. We pushing through.
yeah. It's good to catch up. It's been about 2 weeks now since we all been together.
Yeah, we had a little gap there.
Yeah, it's always good though to take a little time away and build some content up away from the actual studio.
Yeah, I mean, we had Terrence and I had one of our good friends get married
Mm-hmm.
this past weekend, and it was all out in Arizona. So we had some big traveling going on. I just landed like literally 3 hours ago, and now I'm sitting here recording.
That's dedication.
Yeah, it is. But so yeah, man. As far as on the baby front, man, we don't really have. I personally don't have much update as far as what's new or what's changed. It was very weird and a big ordeal to leave him for 8 days. You know, we left Chandler with both of our parents. They split like the stay. Like my mom had him the first half, her parents had him the second half. Small little hiccups here and there, which nothing that couldn't be just handled with a text message or something like that. But I mean, grandparents did great. I'm super glad they got to have that true one-on-one time, not just like a few hours here and there. They got to actually go through a whole week apiece basically, and get to be with their grandkids. So
That's
that
nice.
part was cool. Definitely not trying to prolong my segment, but Arizona was dope, which I'm sure we'll talk about that later on in the episode. But good time, man. I'm just glad to be back home.
Yeah, it's always good. So, how long? I don't know what I was gonna say.
How long? What? Like how long were we gone? Like how long?
Yeah, how long? Yeah, well, you guys left last Sunday.
We left last Saturday, but Chandler was with my mom as of Friday night because we flew out super early for Arizona. Didn't want to waste any time, and so he was without us for I think 9 straight nights or something like that.
Nice. That was the longest you all been away from Chandler, obviously.
Yeah.
So was it like, did Sydney take it okay? And how,
Oh, she boo-hooed for maybe the first, maybe hour or so. Not just straight crying, but you could tell it was affecting her. And throughout the trip, if she was ever feeling any way, she never really shared it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she looked like she was having a good time with the company that we were all around. But I'm sure, there was moments where she was just like, oh, she'll see a baby or something like that. I think there was a baby at the wedding, and both of her and I were just playing with that baby like left and right. We'll like walk over, hang out, then go away, come back, hang out. She was probably pretty close to the same age as Terrence and I.
Yeah,
our sons. So
that's good to do though.
Like 10 months.
Yeah. She was the flower girl or something like that for her.
A 10-month-old flower?
Well, like her mom walked her down. You know how that goes.
Hey, I was like, man, that kid is advanced.
You know how that goes. Someone's Hey, she was thick. She had some huge legs, and I mean, like, she had those baby rolls. Like it was Chandler don't really have those yet. So,
dude, speaking of big kids, have y'all seen Indomitian Sue's kids? He had twins like 6 months ago.
Dang.
And I saw that his babies are wearing 18-month clothing. I was like,
I mean,
he's
a
big
very
boys.
large man.
They're like 20 pounds, both of them right now.
Jeez, gosh,
Those big old boys.
That's huge.
I don't know, but I mean, she didn't look like she looked about his like normal size.
That's crazy, man.
That is wild. Those are big crazy boys.
Yeah. So you were gone for 8 days.
Yep.
And so Terrence, how long were you gone for?
We were gone for 5 days.
4.
Yeah, 4 days. We left out Wednesday night, so we got in a little bit after them. Basically a day before anything really popped off with, or before we had any like responsibilities for the wedding. Yeah, it was fun though, man. It was good to be away. Even though it was Dara's first time away from the boys, and I think
How was she?
She handled it pretty well. I mean, every I don't know, probably 2 or 3 times a day, she'd be like, "Oh, I miss my babies," which
Yeah.
that's to be expected. And we kind of, I don't know, I always before we had kids, I'd always be like, man, it's kind of annoying when people like talk about their kids when they're away from them. And there were a few times where I just like caught myself, and I was like, damn, we're really sitting here talking about like our kids. But it was also like it wasn't as bad because it was like talking to Donovan, talking to Michael, like sharing
Right.
things where it's like these are people who like I want to share these things with, and I know y'all don't care or y'all don't get annoyed by hearing that. But yeah, it was a good time. Good trip away. Like I was saying earlier, it was Dara's first time away. It was probably my third, but it was the first time that I was away, like because the other 2 times that I had left, Dara was there with him, or Dara was back here with him. So this is the first time where I didn't. I mean, Devin was watching them, so I fully trust Devin.
Mm-hmm.
I knew she would be fine. I was just worried about her missing out on sleep, or biting off more than she could chew. But I got like, I had this weird feeling on, I think it was either Thursday or Friday night. I kept getting notifications about Quincy. The camera kept sending us notifications of him like making noise or being awake. And I was laying there. I'm laying there looking at my phone. It's probably midnight, and Quincy's laying in a different direction than I would normally lay him down. And I was just sitting there like, Dare, you need to tell Devin to go and get Quincy. I don't think he should be laying like this. And I was like, there's no reason he should be awake right now. And I was like, I need to shut up and go to sleep. Like, I'm just gonna sit here and look at this. He's gonna be fine.
And worry about it.
I'm just gonna sit here and worry about him. Like, I need to stop tripping. So that was like the first real like super worried parent moment for me, where I was just like, didn't have the control that I wanted to have, and I was wilding.
And so Devin watched them both by herself.
Yeah. Her boyfriend. Her boyfriend helped out a little bit, but it was mostly just Devin.
That's good.
Yeah.
That makes it good. But it's good though that you guys could all you guys could get away from the kids a little bit. I think that's healthy to do anyway, just to kind of be a husband and wife for a little bit, and
I agree.
Instead of mom and dad every single day.
It was definitely needed from I would imagine any parental standpoint, but for me, for sure, just being home every day for 12 weeks, like that. This last week was basically the end of that for me, as I'm returning to work this at the end of this week. So just having that time was awesome. Like Terrence said, just being around friends and really family. But there were some times where that baby talk, talking about your kids stuff, where I was like, nah, I'm good, man. I don't want to talk about my kid right now. I won't talk about anything but like let's talk about the housing market. I don't care. I just did, just, and not because I didn't want to talk about my kid, but just because like just wanted to break. But the trip was awesome. Again, glad to be back home. Got to hold him for a little bit before bedtime, and back to reality. And back to the podcast.
Back to allergies and the
oh man,
stopped up nose.
My nose is already messed up. Been home 3 hours.
Damn.
Shout out to the Ohio Valley. It's rough, man.
What's been up with you though, Mark?
Man, let's see. I feel like September has flown by. Like this went ridiculous.
You're in the final stretch now.
Sierra's 35 weeks now, so it's like we were doing weekly check-ins with the doctor.
Yeah,
we did our maternity shoots, photo shoot last weekend on Sunday, so we had a good time doing that. We did like a studio session, it was just really nice. Here had a nice like black dress, had the bump popping out, and she looked beautiful when doing it. So it was just good seeing that, and we had a lot of fun doing it. We've never done a portrait shoot like that, so it was fun doing that. I was telling you guys earlier, but we had a little scare, I guess, on Sunday today actually with Sierra. We went to the hospital this morning. She woke me up on this morning saying that she couldn't feel him kicking really, and he's usually really active in the morning.
Oh, man.
So we went to the hospital just to make sure everything was okay and checking out. And being 35 weeks, it's getting to that time anyway. So pretty worrisome doing that. We got there. The second we hooked her up, we heard the heartbeat, and it was really reassuring to see that.
Yeah.
The nurse we had was awesome. Like the second she put it on, she's like, "Oh, I hear an echo of the heartbeat. I'm just gonna try to find it and get it closer." Because the second she's hooking that up to try to find the heartbeat, it feels like that was like the longest time of my life. Like trying to hear it, And so she's getting scared. The nurse was really nice, and she's like, "Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Well, I hear the heartbeat. Everything's fine."
Yeah.
So everything checked out okay. We weren't there very long, probably 2 hours or so tops, which in and out of a hospital in 2 hours is very impressive. So I wasn't upset at all.
Yeah, it's definitely reassuring.
But I will say that kind of leading into to lighten it up. But when I got there and once I figured everything was okay, it hit me because we went out Saturday night and we had like one of my best friends like their wedding shower.
Yeah,
a couple showers. So we went out there with them and we're drinking throughout the night. And so, I was feeling pretty good when I got home and went to sleep. And when Sierra woke me up, I was like a little hungover, and and that just hit me right there. That was a moment I was like, man, like I'm done. Like I'm not gonna drink until that, because I just started thinking to myself, like, man, like what if, like,
I mean, if
I'm in a state of mind,
right? If you're not available to be, that immediate help she needs.
So I was like, that's it. I'm cut for this time. I'm just gonna be ready 100% of the time.
Let me tell you, not even to cut you off because you're 100% right, but let me tell you, having a hangover this past week and not having to worry up with not have to wake up with any responsibilities.
Yeah.
Just grab the Pedialyte and some some food. It was good. Terrence can agree. He was there. He knows.
Oh yeah, and just go on your own time. But, it's funny because I remember talking about this when we first started our podcast when you guys haven't had your boys yet, and saying how everything's getting checked. Getting the diaper, getting the hospital bag together, making sure you always have gas in the car, and whatnot. And now I'm starting to go back to that. I might have to go back and listen to the podcast again and take some notes on what you guys did.
I mean, you packed your bag yet?
We're only
no. So that was another thing. When we were in the hospital, I was like, shit, we don't have this done. I don't have this done. I need to get this together.
Yeah. I packed my bag and we had our kid 2 days later.
Yeah. So it was kind of like it was kind of a wake up moment on a lot of things. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I get drunk every night, but I'm just saying always have to be ready for that and always have some gas in the car.
Yeah.
But it was good though. We got
I mean, definitely always have some gas in
always
the car.
have if you don't, you'll be in trouble.
Yeah. I saw you got the car seat in your car.
Got the car seat in, so it was actually really easy. I set out a lot more time than I needed for it.
It's so easy. A fireman can do it, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody brings them to the firehouse
They do?
for some reason. I think that was like an old school thing. They said, like we test to make sure they're in correctly and all that stuff, which I never.
Do you get trained on that?
I never had any training on it.
That was the weirdest thing.
Guy. Can you check?
I'm not joking. It happens like all the time.
Really?
Like people be like, can you check to make sure our car seat is secure?
I'm gonna ride up to your.
Hey, you know what I do?
One day, and
I just shake it, and I'm like, oh yep, this is pretty firm. No, I don't do that, but I mean, just read the manual. But they are really simple nowadays, especially if you have those
clip them in
hooks
in
your car.
Yeah, mine was just like 2 clicks in the rings
into the level,
and then it had a level, a prop I put down. As long as you got green lights, 3 green lights, you're good to go.
Pretty basic.
Bring it. Take it over to Donovan's and have him check it, just to be sure.
Yeah, just bring it by.
I'm gonna take it to your firehouse.
Bring
and,
it by.
check it out.
I'll be back to work next Sunday, so come by if you want to.
Oh, that's nice.
Man.
You still get a whole another week off.
Technically, yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, week off.
It's probably my last episode with the beard.
Take a note.
Let me get in the camera. Little buddy lined me up like real good the other day. Little buddy lined me up good.
It felt good, don't
yesterday. It? I mean, he took an hour ahead. You know.
I mean,
so you went. So you went to a different barber.
Oh,
I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I didn't mean to call you out.
You can't do me like that, bro. Look, so what happened was I was in Arizona for already 8 days.
I mean,
and I had a wedding, and the groomsman was nice enough to bring his barber to the house where we got ready, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll cut everybody," and it was paid for already. I mean, we had to check his Instagram credentials and stuff like that. I had to make sure had to make sure he had some alcohol and stuff. Make sure he was cleaning his tools because I can't just. I don't know what you'd be doing, man.
Yeah,
he was a cool dude. Like I said, he was
real cool. And in his defense, he had to cut like 8 heads, and it was like half white, half black. So he's like,
ooh,
yeah, he was getting
check his range.
He got put, he got put through the gauntlet.
That's a nerve-wracking thing for a barber. You think because you got everybody who has all different barbers.
Yeah,
and so if you mess up one haircut for them, you're forever gonna have that bad notion with that guy. Like, oh man. So
no, he did a good job though. He was cool, bro.
If you've seen that, I saw this dude on TikTok. He walks around like he's down in Atlanta, and people film him. He's a barber.
Is that the white dude who walks around and asks cut people's hair?
Yeah, he's like, hey man, you might get a second, cut your hair, and they film him and talk about it.
Just have good conversation and stuff. Yeah.
Have you seen that, Terrence?
I have not.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They have a good conversation. He does a nice haircut.
Sometimes he don't even give haircuts. Yeah. They just be talking about life.
Give him a free haircut in there. And so would you stop if some dude came up to you and said something?
Would I stop and talk to him, or would I stop and
let him cut your hair?
Outside on the block?
Probably not.
What's that?
Just outside on the block?
Yeah.
Probably not.
like if you and
that'd be hard, man.
Yeah, like if you and Derek were just walking the boys like y'all do along the river, and some dude was like,
"Hey man,
free
haircut.
Hey man, you mind if I give you a free haircut?"
No,
you'd be like,
but
no, I'm good, bro.
But if he showed you his work and he did,
what if he put up his
job.
IG and was like, "Yeah, this is me. I do this. I just like to meet new people. I offer free haircuts." I mean, this is exactly what this guy does.
He's still not cutting my hair outside, but like I would be like, "Yo, I'll hit you up next Saturday when I got time."
Yeah. I don't know. It'd be tough because, for one, I just wouldn't want to, like, as bad as it sounds, I don't know if I'd want to just talk to somebody that I didn't know for 30 minutes and try to give my whole life story on what I wanted if I didn't know you.
And then be on TikTok.
And sound like a damn fool saying some stuff.
Shame. Yes. Right. Someone else did cut my hair.
It's okay.
I've had the same barber my whole life, but dude did a good job, man. I ain't even mad. I'm not mad at all.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody looked good and clean for the wedding photos and all that stuff. Wedding was fun, man. Wedding was fun.
What's the temperature like in Arizona right now? Like hot?
Well, over 100.
It was easily over 100 every day. Like over 100.
Tony's taking deep breath.
Tony's like, I'm going to Arizona in 2 weeks. Yeah, it'd be a little bit cooler by the time you start getting out there. Maybe
3 degrees cooler.
It'll start working that way.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was good, man. I mean, like I said, the time with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Got to obviously just sit around, drink a little bit, and just laugh and bring up old stuff. Talk about future things. Like Terrence was saying earlier, just knowing where life is headed, but excited about it at the same time. Just like opens the door to so many conversations.
Yeah,
especially when you're someone like our friend Michael, who's now like, what is his 7 and 4, his 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
So he's starting to jump into new windows that we can't even think about yet. We're still worried about like, is this kid trying to crawl yet?
Yeah,
he's got kids in school now, so he's in a whole new
like lifestyle. Then
never mind. Never mind. Can't say that on the pod. We'll save that story for off the air. I think Terrence knows what I'm talking about. the Thea story.
Yeah, that's not one for the
But it was
world to
so
hear.
funny though. I guess we'll jump into Untapped here.
Yeah, well, we
got some new beers, man. We
tried out a new place.
Yeah, new local. I don't know much about this one though. I mean, it's pretty good. Blonde Ale. It's a Mile Wide Beer Company. I'm sorry, from Louisville, Kentucky. Pretty good beer. It's called the Brabble American Blonde Ale. I kind of like it though.
Yeah,
like it's pretty like just fresh drink. You know, it's just I guess it comes in pints. It comes in like just a 4-pack.
Same 4-pack, little minivan on it.
It's not too heavy.
Good
I think
summer beer.
This would be a good summer beer. Hopefully,
next time we record, I'm bringing some Oktoberfest.
Well, I mean, as you can tell, we finally are able to wear hoodies in the Treehouse Lounge. So the fall weather's coming in.
Here for hoodie season.
I love hoodie season. So, yeah, man, it's Mile Wide. We're going to definitely check them out again for a couple episodes and see what they got. Hopefully they do have Oktoberfest.
Brewed out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
So we'll
I like the can. I like the art.
We'll put the IG in there in the bio. So check it out. Check them out on Instagram.
Yeah.
What you got, Terrence?
Were you able to grab something today once you got home?
Yeah, man. Y'all had me jumping through hoops, trying to get everything in order for the pod. But I just
got a Hefty father.
Yeah, I just got a little Live Oak Hefeweizen. Nice little wheat ale. I guess same as y'all. This is like really good summer beer. Sweet, crisp, not too heavy. Ooh. Probably a little dangerous because you just drink them like water, really. But this Live Oak Brewery is just another one that's pretty close to the house. This one's basically across the street from the airport, so as close as it is, I've only been twice. I always forget about it because it's like kind of off the beaten path, even though it's pretty close. But yeah,
so you guys have
what's up?
You have a lot of like. How many local breweries you think you have like in your radius of your house? A lot?
Off the top of my head, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 6 that are probably within 2 miles.
Damn.
And then
that's nice.
That's nice.
But there's like an industrial park that's about a mile away from us, and that they've got 3 of them there. So
yeah.
But yeah, with the Live Oak though, I think all of their beers are really good, and that's what you were bringing up the Oktoberfest. They have a pretty good Oktoberfest. That's what I was looking for today, but I didn't see it at the gas station, so I just grabbed this one, which is probably my favorite beer of theirs.
Is it feeling like fall weather down there yet?
No. So apparently there was a cold front that came in this weekend, so we missed that, and now it's back to I don't know, like. I don't know what the temperature was today. It was probably low 90s.
Yeah. I guess it's been nice here.
Yeah, it's been beautiful weather here.
I set our thermostat and all that stuff before I left, and it didn't kick on the whole week. I went back and checked the history. So the whole 8 days we were gone, it never ran. It just because the house stayed within a certain range of temperature.
Yeah,
nice.
That's beautiful.
It's my favorite part of the year because you can just shut off the AC unit,
bro. When those utilities, start going down, just for that like 2-month period where you're like, man, these bills are nice, and then that winter hits and you gotta, turn that gas up.
Paige and Siri.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
No Siri. Gotta love technology. I think
it's my computer, ain't it?
Speaking of fall beers, though, what's your guys' opinion on pumpkin ales and pumpkin beers?
I mean, I'll try one or two, but I don't know. I don't love it. It really just depends on the beers. I've had good ones. I've had some that are trash. So, like, I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not like, oh, boys, it's pumpkin season. Like,
yeah, right.
I'm not getting hype about it.
Oh, boys, it's pumpkin season.
That's the intro right there.
Oh, boys. I'm with you. I've only had one that I actually did like,
Mm-hmm.
and I like their regular beer, the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale.
Mm.
They have a pumpkin one, and it's not too bad because it's not like heavy on the pumpkin flavor. It's just like a little hint.
Yeah.
And of course, they're super heavy beers as is, so you don't need to drink a lot of them anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you don't feel like you're wasting your time if you just had like one or two, because they're going to, have you feeling okay. I'm good on it though, as far as the overall. Like I don't need it.
See, I think that
Oktoberfest is enough.
I think the whole pumpkin craze, like it really blew up to where I think when they first came out, when they first started really making them, maybe when I just first discovered it, I could be wrong, but I feel like there wasn't too many, and now everybody has a pumpkin ale, and it's just oversaturated for one. And then you either have some that are like extremely spicy, which I don't like spicy beers, but then I kind of like the little sweet ones. But like you were saying, you can't drink a lot of it. Like you can't knock back like 6 pumpkin beers. You got to have like one to have it.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to drink 6 pumpkin beers.
No, it's like a treat almost.
Yeah. Yeah. What about your? Go ahead, Terrence.
Oh no, I was just agreeing.
Just agreeing. Yeah.
It's like the white guy's version of pumpkin spice latte.
It does have.
Oh,
that.
You're saying like a white guy will like pumpkin beer just like a white girl likes pumpkin spice.
Yeah, like he has like a mustache, has like a 5 o'clock shadow.
I feel like anything pumpkin now has a stigma because of.
That's true. Latte. That's true. You ruined it.
It's just all part of the it's fall time. Like you see it all across social media now. People are already like, I've already decorated my house with fall decor, and I'm like, it's 90 degrees outside.
Bro, we went to Lowe's this weekend, and they have Christmas stuff out already.
Damn.
Christmas stuff.
2021 has flown by.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year's over.
It really has. This year is.
It's a wrap. It's crazy how fast. Dang. Yeah, I mean, I guess with having kids and stuff too, like your time is spent on other things.
Mm-hmm.
You're not looking at it as like, like okay, well next week, it's just not broken down the same. Like so much of it is just occupied with things that you don't have a choice but to do.
Right. You just always got something now.
Yeah. Like I remember, when we were talking about this 12 weeks off for me on, on one of the pods, like
feels like
start.
It was.
I feel like that was like yesterday.
And here you are.
Like I think that's when we started doing
the recordings.
YouTube. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was maybe the week we started YouTube, maybe a week or two later, because Terrence came in town with the family. So yeah, time is rolling.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's good.
Damn. We're getting old.
We are getting old. Talking about utilities.
We are getting old. We are getting old. You know what doesn't get old though? Beating you in fantasy football.
Man, whatever.
Y'all playing each other this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I came here, I told Sierra, I said, well, he had Devontae Adams. If he would have had 15 points or more, I would have lost. Well, and so he already had 15 points when we got here.
Yeah,
so I was
before
like,
we even started
at least I don't have to see it while we're recording.
He had 13 at half.
Yeah, he was balling out.
He's got 25 right now.
I'm glad the Packers are back. Not really.
No,
Vikings got a good win though.
They did, and I picked against them today.
Yikes!
But no, they did. They balled out, man. Madison balled out. Kirk Cousins had some huge numbers.
Jefferson,
shout out to Dan
Jefferson
for trying to get me on this Kirk Cousins wagon.
Man.
What'd you say, Terry?
Jefferson murdered me in one league.
Dude, he did. He finally got some love though, because Thielen gets all of it.
Thielen catches a touchdown every week now. This is crazy.
Every week. Remember, I think it was like 2 or 3 seasons ago where Thielen had he had like 8 straight games where he had at least 100 yards or something like that.
Damn.
Like he was like guaranteed to.
I still pick him all the time off of that season. Last year he kind of
burned that season.
Last year he burned me, but this year he's making up for it.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson was the splash last year. But no, I'm not gonna rub it in. But it is.
It's all good. Not last. So.
The redeem team.
Not yet.
I know we gotta set. We still gotta get that wager set for.
Still early. I think it's just exciting to have all competitive elite teams in our league.
Yeah.
Except for Zelly's team.
Yeah, except for one, but it's okay. We won't dive.
But
it
is a long season. We're only on week 3. It ain't like
this is
true. It's a long season. I'm just glad football's in full swing, man. It's just good to be back.
I feel like I haven't got a chance to really enjoy it yet, but it is nice. Did I tell y'all Terrence knows this, but did I tell you that we rented a Tesla for the week while we were out in Arizona? Yeah, we rented the Model Y.
Oh yeah, is this a Tesla ad in the?
No, I mean if they want to plug us, we'll definitely take
What's good, Elon?
Shout out Tesla.
It was different.
You like it?
Yeah, I mean, actually, I loved it.
Keep it real.
I wish.
Keep it real.
What's that?
Keep it real for the people.
I am keeping it real for the people.
Okay.
I liked it a lot. It wasn't practical for what we were trying to do though, because we were always on the go. You know, so like if it's just your day-to-day vehicle, you know, where you're like, oh, I'm going to work, which you're going to be at work for 8 hours or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go buy the grocery on the way home, and then I'm gonna be home for the night. You'll probably like be really good, right? But where we got it, we landed in Phoenix. The guy that we rented it from off Toro, that's a plug for Toro ad. The guy we rented it from Toro left it at the airport for us. So we got our luggage and the vehicle was already there.
Yeah.
Right. And we got it and we drove straight north. Like we drove straight to the Grand Canyon. So when you put in your location, like you get in there, you know, you got the big iPad looking screen and you're like Grand Canyon and it's like 3.5 hours, right? Well, it suggests like places for you to stop to charge along the way.
Yeah.
Like say your range is 300 miles and your full battery says you have 400, it's still going to suggest, because it's saying like it wants to make sure you have more than enough when you get there, because what it bases off of is your round trip, not necessarily like where you're trying to just get to.
Because it does more, you do more frequent stops rather than one big long one, right? Is that how that works? Or are they?
Yeah, usually they try to get you to do like a 10 to 15 minute stop, but if you're going even farther, it might suggest like a 25 and stuff like that. But it was cool, man. Like I think we all enjoyed it. I think we all took turns kind of driving it just to get used to it. Like that instant power from that just electric vehicle is nuts.
It's crazy how fast an electric car can get
takes off. Like there's no buildup. It's just 0 to full power.
And it's the same with the deceleration too. It's like as soon as you pull off, you're slowing down.
That was the hardest part to get used to, is like as soon as you take, because as you're driving, you take your foot off the accelerator. I was going to say gas because it's not a gas pedal, but the accelerator.
That's a good catch.
You're doing that to let the vehicle coast and then slide your foot over and, then you slowly start braking.
Yeah.
With the Tesla, as soon as you take your foot off that accelerator, it's throttling you down. I think it's like called like a battery, like
it's like the friction
generator or something.
The friction charges the battery.
So that's essentially the brake. You just let your foot off the gas, and that's a brake.
Yeah, I was reading somewhere where like a newer Tesla can last like up to like 220,000 plus miles without a brake change, because if you drive it the way you should, you wouldn't really be using your brakes because it's going to stop itself and charge when it's trying to stop itself.
So how often do you have to touch the wheel when you're driving?
When you do the autopilot beta.
Oh, see, the word beta on autopilot scares me. Just doesn't sound like something.
Are you trying to put on autopilot and fall asleep?
Well, like when it says beta, to me that sounds like it's something that's not complete. So
I think it's just a catch-all for them to be safe.
Yeah, and they have to keep it. They have to keep it as beta because they're not going to be able to. Basically, their issue is not the car; it's other drivers. They know what the car is going to do.
Okay,
they have to account for like a regular driver. They don't know.
Yeah,
like, the car is either one or the other. A regular person is going to do whatever they want. So it throws a wrench in everything with the self-driving.
Yeah. It was unique. It was cool. So, like I said, we went to the Grand Canyon, and then we went and walked, went to the overlooks. Got to see all the views, and then we walked a trail. And by the time we got off that trail, the sun was like gone. Right.
Yeah.
and we had like a 2.5 hour drive to Page, Arizona, which is north of the Grand Canyon, because we were going to Antelope Canyon the next morning. And like it's super dark, and I'm like, bro, I just didn't feel like. Luckily, everybody stayed up with me, but it was just like we're tired because we just flown all day. We hiked all day, and I put it in that autopilot. And to answer your question, if you keep your hand on the wheel, like, and like just do subtle movement, you know, like if you hold your hand down low and just kind of like sway back and forth, it'll never prompt you, or at least it didn't for me, to touch the wheel. Now, if you take your hand off, it seems like it's almost like every like maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes. That it just wants you to like kind of prompt that you're still there.
Yeah.
Well, for that whole 2.5 hours, I let the car drive me all the way to Page. It was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Just to be like, I mean, we had the music playing, we were laughing, we were, you know, just reminiscing on old stories and stuff like that, and the car just drove us for 2.5 hours.
So what's your synopsis on the? If right now you had the choice to buy a Tesla or another car with the same equal value, but it's a gas, and would you buy the Tesla?
I would probably buy the Tahoe.
Yeah,
for me. And we talked about this through the week. I was like, it's just not practical
yet
where I'm at for me. I think we would get just more value out of having the vehicle, you know, like a Tahoe or something like that.
I think in 10 years, battery power, electric powered cars and automated cars are going to be a lot different.
Oh yeah, I agree.
In 2 years,
yeah, I'm with you.
I think
yeah, hell yeah,
years.
Yeah. I said 5. I was like in 5 years, because I was saying like, okay, and my buddy Michael made a good point, because I was trying to justify getting a Tesla. I was like, man, if I had charging at my house, as far as like if I had the right hookup, so I could charge at home, or, you know, if we definitely kept a gas vehicle for travel instances and just had a Tesla for a day to day. And he was like, man, in your situation though, you could get away with having your Tesla because you work at a firehouse where you're there 24
that's what
hours.
I was thinking, yeah.
He's like, you can charge your stuff at work every day and never worry about, you know,
I didn't even think
I was
about
like,
that.
yeah, but that's just another thing I'm talking about. I was trying to make it just more practical just for normal use, but it's probably not going to happen. It was nice to have one though for a week.
Yeah. I think it's going to be, I mean, it's the future obviously, but give it more time and it's something to take over.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I love them. I love the whole battery powered.
And I think it'll just be like everything else, where it's like one company develops something, the other, and then Ford comes in and they're like, all right, we need to compete with that. So it'll just, you know, kind of drive everybody.
Ford, I just started catching it. Yeah, I just started catching Ford's advertisement, the commercials and stuff for the F-150 Lightning. Like, they're actually putting it out there now. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Terrence, when you first brought it up, I had to go Google it and YouTube it to find it. Now it's like it's on normal TV, so it's coming.
They're pushing it. I mean, every model is going to have a electric option.
Yeah,
before long.
I mean, it only makes sense.
That's just where everything's going.
It kind of gives you reminders of, you know, I've seen the movie I, Robot.
Yeah,
with Will Smith.
I've never seen that movie.
What?
I've seen like memes and snippets,
but
I've never actually watched it.
You can check it out. It reminds me of like 30 years from now what somebody like us could be.
Let's see. It is 11:30 Eastern time, so it's 8:30 truthfully where I just came from. I might be up all night still, so I might watch it.
You should. I would recommend it. But it kind of like Tesla, they announced they're gonna have like a robot. Have you seen that? Like they're gonna have their own like AI robot that looks like a human, and that's straight up iRobot right there. The movie.
What's the purpose of it?
Like an assistant. Like it's gonna be like somebody's assistant, pretty much.
They have the robot dogs in like New York or New Jersey now for
that's wild.
Police department,
like mail and stuff. That's wild. I don't. You imagine getting chased by a robot dog?
Just no.
Or stopped by it, like on the street, like identification.
Do they bite?
I don't know. Electric shock you or something like that.
Oh,
that'd be wild.
Ooh, Green Bay Packers with the walk-off field goal to win tonight.
The game got that close?
Yeah,
30-28 final score.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were a little nervous there.
Whatever.
I don't really care.
Get the Packers, man. NFL season sucks. I take back what I said like 3 weeks ago about the Dolphins. I'm not sold on them anymore.
What's up with Tua,
Your boy
bro?
hasn't
Is he
played
ever
since
gonna
you
be
said
hurt?
that
Is
about the
Tua
Dolphins.
ever gonna play a full season?
He broke his ribs, bro. He's on IR.
He's
I'm
always
just saying,
hurt.
like the moment he's always
It's not
hurt.
his fault. It's the offensive line's fault. It is. I mean, if you're not blocking for him, it's his fault. Their fault. 100%.
See what type of team player you are.
Yeah, I'm honest.
That's
That
crazy
player
coming
that-
from a lineman.
I know.
Because I know the tackle that let the sack happen, he's benched. He didn't play this week. He lost his spot.
Dang.
So
that is
hold him
that's kinda
accountable.
sad.
Jacoby Brissett was moving around looking good.
Hey,
Why
he
can't
kind of
Tua
put
do
the
it?
team on his back, and he almost brought him back.
Yeah.
He didn't look too bad.
Jacoby Brissett is a great backup to
Yeah.
have on your team.
I mean, he was back up to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck too, right?
Yep.
Andrew Luck.
And he started on both of those teams.
So I feel like if you're behind two of those quarterbacks, a lot has to rub off on you to where you just know a lot of the game, unless you're just don't pay attention in
Yeah.
anything. But
You would be in the NFL. That's called
Yeah.
Jamarcus Russell.
yeah, true. I watched all the tapes.
Oh, you did? They played him, man.
Damn, that's
messed
bad.
up.
Let's get into our Would You Rather segment. What do you think? Terrence wrote down some good ones for
Did
us.
he?
Yeah, he did.
I haven't
In our notes
I haven't
section.
checked the notes in a while.
Terrence, you want me to read one, or you want to take one?
It's on you. Whichever one you want to do.
Oh man, okay. So I was looking through. I like this one. Would you rather find $50 every day and have to spend it that same day, or find $25 every day but be able to save it? So before we get too deep into it, let's set some parameters.
Give me some
Set the
parameters.
parameters.
So the $50 you can spend every day, but the 25, let's just say for the sake of the argument, you can save it or spend it. You don't have to save all of it.
Okay.
Terrence, can I ask one more question? Is this my only income? Like, is this the only thing I have?
I'm gonna say no.
Nah, I
Hell
think
no.
it's just regular.
I was like, sheesh.
Your regular life.
It'd be rough.
Your regular life,
Okay.
you find one or the other every day.
You're walking home and a $50 bill or $25. Jeopardy music.
No Jeopardy music. Don't do me like that again. No, I'm just I'll take my 50 and just spend it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's free money. Spend it on something. You can buy a lottery ticket and have a lot more money. You can place a bet, and you can just do whatever. It's just free money.
Yeah.
If I'm already making the money I already need and whatever more.
Yeah.
And someone's like, here's $50. Go do what you want. Here's $50. Go do what you want every day.
That would be nice.
I mean, I'm fine. I mean, what I'm saying is I can have more enjoyment after just spending this free $50 than I would trying to save $12.50 or $25 every day.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I view it.
Okay.
I'm knowing that I know I got income.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't hit me with the Jeopardy.
I would
music.
take I'd take the $25, and because here's my thinking with the 25, if I just found it every day, I'd bank up until I get $100, $150, then I could spend it on something else. Or if I just wanted to blow the 25 that day, I'd blow that 25. I would have free range to do whatever I want. I wouldn't be set on $50.
I agree. But what if I just took, like I said, that 50 and put it on black, and I got 100 now?
Well, yeah, that's
the other 50. I just so really in that one day, by chance, I saved more than you probably would in 2 days.
in theory, but you could also lose it every
You could
single
lose
time.
I
it every
could,
day.
but it ain't my money. But then I
That's
come
true.
back and just do whatever.
And then I'm sitting with $150 and then keep bringing income.
Yeah, but
in.
that's like 8 days later. By then I've spent $400 and I had a good time.
Or you just put that
So-
$25 in some stock options and
Right.
start
You
Why
do
are we
that.
arguing this?
Or I think I'd go with the $25 option as well, but I would also just
Yeah.
like act like it didn't matter. I don't have that money until the end of the year because it's like $9,000 after
Ooh.
365 days.
See,
So
it's
then-
always
So
the one
then
who writes the question always has the answer. It's just like, oh yeah.
Well, I literally just did the math right now.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, because I'm like, because you
close.
brought up betting on black, so I was like, well, shit, if I get a few months of saving up these $25 days, then I'm going to Vegas once a year, and I'm playing. I'm gonna play with Ford.
Having a good ass time in Vegas.
Put your calculator down.
If you only spent half of your $25, $1,250, save $1,250 every day, you could come out with $4,500.
Oh, we going to Vegas off that too?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's nice.
But what would you spend? What would you put? Yeah, I guess you could just
nothing.
$1,250 a day. I don't know what I would buy. Yeah, lunch.
Man, but I know if I got $50 every day and had to spend it, I kind of was thinking about which way. Neither one's a bad one, but
yeah,
if I had $50 every day, I know I would eat way different though. Than I would be eating lavishly, bro.
Yes,
you can go and have a nice dinner every night.
I'm gonna go have me a nice dinner every night. Nice
the 50 every day is just like, it's just not enough. Like
50's like 50's enough
not being able to roll it over to the next day. Because like if I just wait a week,
it is depending on what you. It is depending on what you're trying to.
What's up?
Okay, so you're saying like I'm only spending the 50. I can't like add anything to it. Like, oh, this was actually $60.
Well, I guess. I mean, yeah, you could add to it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm like $50, even if you keep it at the 50, like, I'm just thinking small scale. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go get this Nike Dry Fit today. I'm gonna get it in the next color the next day. Go get it the next day. So I'm like, all right, I got that whole rack now. Next week, I'm gonna go get the shorts. Like, it's just like it's things like truthfully, like if you think about it, you
can do all those same things with 25. just take you an extra day.
Take you one more day.
Well, in your case, it would take you all a little bit longer because you're saving $1,250.
That's all good. But I'm gonna be able to buy the whole combo by Sunday instead of you having to just put $50 towards it.
I don't think there's a wrong answer here.
There's not. What would you do, Tony? 25?
I hate all y'all.
It's okay to be the only one.
I just didn't care.
I think either one though is a good way to do it. I mean, I wouldn't be upset either way. But kind of what Terrence was saying, like I think $50. I know we're just like destroying.
You're not. I'm still staying with my $50 here.
$50 is like it's enough to be happy. Like, oh man, $50. That's awesome.
You also didn't say what I had to spend it on though.
You can spend on what if you did this with $50?
Like what if I put it in stocks? What if I put it in the stocks? Like what if I put it into something that was going to make me money? That's what I was trying to say earlier. Is I used the example of gambling or put, but I went back because they were talking about spending
blowing that.
They were talking about spending it, so I was like, all right, well, yeah, you could go and just do this.
Stocks wouldn't.
You could flip it to make it work for you. Like if I'm like, well, I could just keep putting it in there.
That is true. It's a good option.
You just said saving, so I was like, well, as we've talked about, that 0.01% savings thing, no point me saving it.
I still take my 25.
I'm taking my 25 still too.
It's cool. It don't bother me, Dad.
I know.
If I walk out of this house today and find $50 on the sidewalk, guess what? I'm gonna go spend it.
You ain't put that in no stock.
If it's in my house, it's mine.
Sidewalk.
Oh no, that was a good one. Thank you for that. Would you rather, Terrence? That was
it was a question, man. I'm gonna go get some sleep, guys.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna definitely sleep good tonight. Hopefully.
Yeah, man. Y'all get some sleep. I can get some sleep too, and think about preparing myself for life happening.
Yeah. And it can happen in almost any day for you.
Dog, just get
keep my head on. Just get the bag for the next
packed.
5 weeks.
Just pack the bag.
Man,
yes, just pack the bag.
Next time, I'm gonna go home tonight and pack the backpack. The bag. That's
I
just.
will tell you, you don't really need as much as you think you need. But
I'm more of a overpacker instead of an exactly what I need every day though.
You can also just have some stuff in the car ready too.
Yeah,
so your bag isn't just.
I'll probably put too much in the bag
because y'all probably take the after, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll have that. So
I know we're about to get out of here, but Mark, that thinking about being an overpacker before we went to Arizona, I was like, all right, I'll be there for 4 days, whatever. I think I packed like 10 pair of underwear, and Dara was like
2?
10, and Dara was like,
oh,
they was like, why are you packing so much underwear? And I was just like, I don't like that's how I am. I just overpack, like just in case.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario. But I feel like she was like, I feel like 10 is just like I could see maybe like 6, maybe 7. 10 just seems like a lot. And I was like,
no,
I can't help it. Like
I think 10's
I'd
a good
rather
amount.
just have more and know that I'm
less.
fine than like need another pair.
Underwear and socks.
Underwear and socks are the two things that I go overboard on.
Because you think theoretically you're gonna shower every day.
Yes.
So you're gonna put a different pair of underwear on. You're not gonna wear that same underwear the next day.
And then what if
that's already 8 pair right there? What if you go out and do something?
What if I eat some, have some dairy, my stomach go crazy, and then I'm losing a pair of underwear?
Facts.
So we started packing, and the other group that was with us was like texting, like, "Hey, how many bags are y'all checking? Like, how many bags you're taking?" And I was starting to think, and I was like, "I'm taking this, I'm taking that, taking this," and someone in the group said, "Well, we have washer and dryers at our Airbnbs." Now we stayed at 3 different Airbnbs on this trip.
Okay.
Because we traveled through Arizona though, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we will." And I was like, well, "I don't need to take this much stuff." Like I end up taking stuff out because I was like, "Let's just wash it." And then we also washed the last night, so everything in my check bag went right. It went right back to the drawers.
Coming back clean is
that's the best. Coming home with everything.
It was so nice.
I only do that. I only do that when I travel with Dara. If I travel by myself,
oh yeah,
fuck that.
Oh no, I've never watched anything by myself. I've never have. But it was all the girls like saying like, "Oh, we have a washer and dryer." Yeah. I was like, "Cool,
yeah,
fine with me." I mean, I'm just glad to be home.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go to bed.
Sleepy time.
All right, boys.
Rap.
Yeah, check us out on our Instagram, Facebook. We got our brewery video coming up soon. It's gonna be dropping sometime soon, so be on the lookout.
Hopefully this week, man.
Good time,
Maybe.
Man. So
we'll see.
Be on the lookout for everything. Make sure you give us a like, give us a shout out, comment, subscribe, all the above.
Share videos, everything.
Yeah. See y'all next time.
And R.I.P. to my big cuz Anthony. We lost him this weekend, and
R.I.P. for sure.
While we were out of town, so be dealing with that this weekend. But I just want to show some love to him, and my family. So, peace out.
Later.
Peace.